Welcome. You're tuned into Tangled Threads. If you're digging our content, hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you. Hey Reddit, I'm Katherine, and I've got myself into a situation I never thought I'd be in. I cheated on my husband, Caleb, and now he's furious and talking about divorce. I'm confused, hurt, and I don't really understand why he's reacting this way. Let me explain. Caleb and I have been married for 5 years. We've always been super in love, but there's been one issue that's been a constant in our relationship: my high sex drive. Caleb's great and all, but he's just not on the same level as me in that department. We've talked about it a bunch of times, and he's always been understanding, but we never really found a solution. So, a couple of weeks ago, Caleb had to leave for a business trip. It was going to be a long one, about 2 weeks. I was worried about how I was going to handle things without him. I've never been into toys or anything like that, and the thought of buying them just makes me uncomfortable. I know, it's 2023. I should be more open about these things, but I'm just not. 2 days into his trip, I was feeling really frustrated and lonely. My friends invited me out to a bar, and I thought, why not? Maybe a night out would take my mind off things. We were having a great time, laughing, dancing, the usual. But as the night went on, I started feeling more and more on edge. That's when I met this guy. Let's call him Mike. He was charming, funny, and we just clicked. One thing led to another, and I ended up going home with him. I know it was a stupid thing to do, but at the moment, it felt like it was what I needed. The next day, I felt awful. Not just physically, but emotionally. I knew I had to tell Caleb. So I called him up and told him everything. I expected him to be upset, sure, but I thought he'd understand. We've talked about my sex drive and how hard it is for me when he's away. I thought he'd see this as just a physical thing, a mistake. But Caleb didn't see it that way. He freaked out. He said he couldn't believe I would do this to him, that I'd betrayed our marriage. He told me that when he gets back, he's going to file for divorce and that I should be packed up and moved out before he returns. I was shocked. I know what I did was wrong, but I didn't think it was end our marriage wrong. I tried to explain to him that it didn't mean anything, that it was just about physical needs, but he wouldn't listen. He said that trust was broken and that he couldn't look at me the same way again. Now I'm sitting here in our empty house, trying to figure out what to do. I love Caleb, I really do. I never wanted to hurt him. I just didn't know how to deal with my needs while he was gone. I thought he'd understand, given all our conversations about it. But I guess I was wrong. I've been talking to my friends about it, and they're split. Some say that Caleb is overreacting, that everyone makes mistakes, and he should give me a chance to make it right. Others say that I messed up big time, and that I need to respect his decision. I'm lost, Reddit. I don't know if I should fight for my marriage, or if I should just let Caleb go. I know I made a huge mistake, but is it really worth throwing away 5 years of love and memories? I don't know what to do. I'm scared of losing him, but I'm also scared that even if he did take me back, things would never be the same. What do you guys think? Am I the asshole here for expecting him to understand? Should I try to win him back, or just let him go? I need some outside perspective because right now, my mind is a mess. Thanks for listening, Reddit. I just needed to get this off my chest. I can't believe he's being so immature, just walking away from everything we've built together. I've been talking to my friends, and they're all saying that Caleb's overreacting, that he should at least try to work things out. And I agree. We're married, for better or for worse, right? But he's just thrown in the towel. Now I'm stuck in this house, surrounded by memories of us, and I don't know what to do. I swing between being mad at him and being mad at myself. I keep thinking, maybe I could have done something different, said something else to make him stay. But then I get angry all over again because why should I have to beg him to stay? Shouldn't he want to try to work through this? So, that's where I am, Reddit, stuck in this cycle of anger and confusion. I thought I knew Caleb, thought he knew me, but this whole situation has just turned everything upside down. What do you guys think? Am I wrong to be so mad at him? Should I just let him go and move on? I'm at a loss here. Any advice would be appreciated. Thanks for listening to my rant. Just needed to vent somewhere. Here are some responses she received. Response 1. Hey Katherine, I read both your posts, and I've got to say, this is a tough situation. I understand that you're feeling a lot of emotions right now, anger included. But I think it's important to step back and really look at this from Caleb's perspective. Trust is the foundation of any relationship, and once it's broken, it's incredibly hard to rebuild. You mentioned that you have a high sex drive, but that doesn't justify cheating. It's important to remember that in a marriage, communication and mutual respect are key. Maybe Caleb is not just upset about the act itself, but also the breach of trust and respect. It's not about him being immature, it's about him being deeply hurt. I'm not saying this to be harsh, just hoping to offer a different perspective. Healing takes time, and maybe this is a moment for self-reflection and growth, regardless of the future of your marriage. Response 2. Katherine, I'm going to be blunt here. What you did was wrong, plain and simple. Cheating is a choice, not a mistake you just stumble into because of unmet needs. You had other options, like discussing an open relationship, or finding other ways to deal with your urges. You chose to cheat. Caleb's reaction is not immaturity, it's a human response to betrayal. You broke the vows of your marriage, and now you're facing the consequences. It's time to take responsibility for your actions. You can't expect him to just get over it because you say it was a mistake. Trust is like a mirror. Once it's shattered, you can try to fix it, but the cracks will always show. Maybe use this time to reflect on why you made the choices you did and how you can prevent something like this in the future. Response 3. Hi, Katherine. I'm really sorry you're going through this. Relationships are complicated, and people make mistakes. It sounds like you're genuinely remorseful and that you really did just slip up. However, it's also important to respect Caleb's feelings and decisions. He's hurt and probably feels betrayed. These feelings can't just be switched off, even if he still loves you. Maybe with time, he might come to a place where he's willing to talk and work things out. But for now, it might be best to give him some space. Focus on yourself, understand what led you to make that decision, and work on being the best version of yourself, whether that's for you, for Caleb, or for a future relationship. Forgiveness is a process, and it can't be rushed. Stay strong and try to learn from this experience. Okay, I don't even know what to say about this. Like, where do these people even exist at? Anyways, let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. When you subscribe, be sure to click the notification bell. Click here for more Tangled threads.